Hello, everyone. You are about to watch Papa Grizz 56's live stream. Please wait while we get this live stream ready. Thank you for your patience. Papa Grizz 56 is now ready to live stream. The live stream will begin in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, 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 Papa G here. How you doing? Ah, beautiful Friday. Egg roll. My dinner last night. Hey, viral guy. Chewy. I don't know whose body wash that was. I used that Dove.
That's Heather's I got.
You smell that? Smell like soap. It's hard to get off. Normally I use the bar soap on a wash rag and wash.
That's what the doctor recommended for eczema.
Really?
Yeah.
So I use Heather's Dove body wash. Once you apply it to your skin, it takes forever to get it off. Here you go, babe. And you don't need that much of it either. Just a couple drops and, man. Zestfully clean. Your mama went and laid down. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So anybody got anything planned for this weekend? It's not a little cloudy. Beautiful day here in Midwest Ohio. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Unless you're a fucking duck, then it's miserable, 'cause no rain. Garbage. That's how they ever send me a mail. Garbage. I get this garbage mail. And it don't do no good. They still send you a bunch of junk mail. Your package is arriving today. What the fuck is this? From AT&T.com. Well, we don't have AT&T. We don't do AT&T. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay. Heather already went to work, came home. Hannah's at work. Haley blew out for a walk today. 73 degrees, not bad. Feels like 73. Partly cloudy. North slight westerly wind of 9 miles an hour. Humidity is 67% here in beautiful Midwest Ohio. Wow, 73. I might go outside and sit in the yard for a while. In my scooter. Oh my God. So, nobody doing nothing this weekend? Nobody gonna talk to me? Hey, your choice. That's the only thing I hate about egg rolls. The cabbage gets stuck between your teeth. It's so thinly sliced. I'll just sit here until somebody wants to talk about something. I've been out a little bit this summer. I haven't been out that much. I mean, it's been like yesterday was a friggin' killer. Hey, Mike Rouse. Then you're having a lovely day. It's like 73 here. Partially sunny. I mean, there's little clouds, but looks like it's beautiful outside. After I get done on here, I might go outside, hover around in my scooter, scoot around. till about a couple years, until I went to the hospital, 2019? Yeah. I used to go out just about every day and sit or go over to the neighbors or different family members or just basically go around the neighborhood, you know? But I don't know, something since I had that surgery, the heat just kills me. Maybe on new meds they put me on. I don't know. I gotta find a very lightweight long sleeve like hoodie or something that I've seen some of them. Yeah, keep the sun off my arms and off my body from breaking out. Yeah, that's a bad thing. The meds I'm on, one of them, direct sunlight, I blister up and then they break. And according to the trolls, I got fleas. I wear a flea collar. I should go buy a flea collar, put it on, and say, hey, no more flea bites. I wish they had a bigger lake. I wish I was up by Lake Erie. I love fishing Lake Erie. The lake down here, I know, I've tried just about every lure that I got, different techniques and on. The only thing, there's some bluegills close to the bank. Other than that, there's no big fish in there. Maybe check out, see how far Indian Lake is from here. There's another big lake up, what would it be, northwest of here? About 30 miles north, about 5 miles west. But it's so nasty. I mean, it's a beautiful park, beautiful lake, but they say don't eat the fish. Well, that's why I fish. I see all these anglers. They so-call themselves anglers, and they're doing these videos and how to catch fish. And catfish people, they keep the catfish. The carp people keep the carp and eat them. Shit like that. You see these bass fishermen, and they always throw the bass back. Bass are pretty damn good. I don't know why in the hell they keep throwing them all back. I mean, yeah. Keep what you're gonna eat for the day. Throw the rest back. Yeah, I was, moron. I was on last night. Your mama had to tuck you in and it was too late for you. I came on about 7:30, like I normally do. Between 6:30, 7:30, I say 7. So, I'm sorry your mama had to tuck you into bed. Put a baba in your mouth, change your diety, and get you ready for night nights at 7. And if you'd have seen moron, I was on. You ain't gonna do jack shit anyways. I don't want to fight with you. You're mentally challenged. You could tell. You look like 25's girlfriend, mentally challenged. And I don't like fighting with mentally challenged people. Shit, like I'm afraid of that dude. Another clout chaser. I don't go into people's, streams and look for subscribers, but they all come here, and I don't have that many. And fine if you want to take some of my subs. They always come back to me because, I'm not a moron like you, Cyrex. I thought you were in jail for something, Wasn't it child molestation? Weren't you in jail for that? There in Akron? That's what I heard. Everybody said you got locked up for it. You don't call me a word like that. Hello, fine people. You keep wanting to call me that N-word. Why? Didn't your mama teach you any better? Ooh. Yeah, you live in Akron. Ooh. I have family in Akron. I've been to Akron hundreds of times. I used to fish down there in Akron. Come on, dude. You ain't nothing. I gotta feel my lighter. Damn. Hugs, Pine Beeble. Oh, Pine Beeble said hugs, Papa and Heather.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Pine Beeble. I got morons coming in here. Yes, Cyrex. Look up Nimbusilla Lake, you imbecile. I used to fish at Nimbusilla, you imbecile. They're in Akron. And down Portage Lakes, I used to go fishing. Yeah, I know Akron pretty damn good. Yeah, I have to put these morons in their places. They want to come in and threaten me. Like that. I don't live far from you and the boys will drive me over. What, you ain't got a car? You're a grown man in your 30s and you ain't got a car? It comes close face-to-face conflict. Well, I don't talk about you. Only when you come in here and threaten me do I call you a moron. Other than that, I don't go to your channel. I don't go to nobody's channel. Once in a while, I go to different people's. Like Pine Beebles, I was there about a week or so ago, something like that. Yeah. Because I don't like causing conflict. I'm trying to stop all the hatred on my channel. But you want to keep it going by coming in here and threatening me. I don't get it. I'd break you in two. Why would you want to mess with me? Let's check this out here real quick. Hey. 2 likes, 15 live, 49 views. Okay. I like messing with it. Tell the chimp you declared war on her. Who's the chimp? There's no monkeys in my house. Oh, there you go. Now I blocked you. Yeah, they're I don't know. So, okay. Who calls my daughter a chimp? Nice of you to drop in, John Haggy, but, please remove yourself. Oh, I just blocked you. I'm sorry.
You know he's an idiot.
Yeah. I know who it is. There's only one person that calls my daughter over here a chimp, and that's John Haggy. He lives there in England somewhere, and yeah. He's supposed to be coming over September 6th and beat me up.
Which he never does.
I'm going to wet him. 'Cause I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. Remember, Pine People, September 6th, high noon. They're going to whip my ass. I'm going to let them. I'm going to laugh. Then I'm calling the cops, and the dude ain't going back to England. He's going straight to jail. Do not passcode. Do not collect $200. I'll be collecting the $200 from him or more. They think they scare me. I mean, I've been through hell for the, 5 years I've been on? Well, 5 years. So, yeah. High noon, baby, yes. I made that. I love old westerns. And that's one of my favorite movies, High Noon. Yeah, you're funny too. You coming too, Marcus? Do I get to whip your ass too? Bye, Marcus.
Wow, you got more nice people and the rest idiots.
Well, I got a couple good people in here. And then I get people like John Haggy and Marcus who comes in here and threatens me. And, I laugh at them. I'm 65 years old now. I'm retired. You can't do jack shit to me. I mean, I've had my butt beat many a times. Plus, I gave out some good butt whippings. And for them to think that they scare me, come on. Through the 60s and 70s, I lived through riots. I was a kid in school. But I never feared walking the streets of Cleveland, Ohio. I mean, come on. It's a 1 in a million chance you're going to get your ass whipped or shot or whatever. Just like this fool that's supposed to be flying here, 6,000 miles away, or 3,000 miles away, whatever it is, just to whip my ass. Chances are that job at McDonald's, he won't have enough money to take a plane. Okay, hugs and kisses to you, Pine Beeble. And don't let these idiots get you down either. They're nothing. They're all blow and no go. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, sweetie, but meaning they're all talk and they ain't gonna do jack crap. Be safe, girl. Very sweet lady. Ah. Let's see. Let's check this. See if they demonetize me yet. Nope, not yet. Uh, no, I didn't. I got your chip swinging between my legs. You want to come over and kiss him on the forehead? Huh? Huh? You want to come kiss Chimp on the forehead? That's fine. You want to come in here and insult me, I'll just block you. And thank you for the view. Any more you chimp lovers want to come in? What, you jealous of her now because she has a job and she works part-time? Really? I can't help it your lazy ass is too lazy to go out and get a job. No, you'd rather live in your mommy and daddy's basement, collect welfare, because you know, all you guys tell me all this shit I'm getting from welfare, and half of it I never even heard of or don't know what it is, but you do. Makes you want to think. They know all about welfare. You know, everything you get, they must be on welfare. Yeah, I'm trying to get Medicaid, which would be going through welfare. Well, if I was on welfare, I already have it. I wouldn't have to be trying to get it. Oh, my hair's dried already. Wow. Fluffy. Too damn fluffy. And a little damp. Anybody else have anything they want to tell me about my family that you don't know a damn thing about? Because you don't live in Sydney or Ohio or probably not even in the United States. I'll be more than happy to block your ass. Your so-called, what you called a chimp, is my sweet daughter. She was all ready to work this morning. She's home from work already. Something, oh, you or the boys can't do because you're too ignorant and too lazy. You really scare me. Wow, I am shaking in my underwear. I would say boots, but I ain't got no boots. You know, dude, you want a bullet in your head, mess with my daughter. You'll get a bullet in the head. Easy as that. Love, Fernando. Yeah. Well, it's like 25 yesterday. Told me all the things I could get on welfare. Half the shit I never even heard about. How does he know? Oh, he must be on it. You know, I'm sort of like trying to get Medicaid. Mama Grizz retired. Okay, my wife retired here last Friday. Was the last day of work, and she's losing her insurance and all. So now I got to get a Medicare supplement. So we're going through human relations or whatever, welfare or whatever you want to call it, trying to get me on Medicaid so I have it. Now, if I was already on welfare, I would have Medicaid, but I don't. And they all think that they live by me. You know, they try to tell me what I've done, what I'm doing. You know, they got my police report, which there's no such animal. You know, I drove taxi cab up at Cleveland, so my records had to be clean to drive cab. You know, they don't allow nobody driving cab who's a convict. Yeah, then they'd have to use their elbow nubs to type. And their spelling would be worse than what it is now. Oh, I could think of some deranged things to do to them. Cut their fingers off, stick them up their ass. That's very deranged. But I'm the kind of guy who would do that. You know, I'm the guy. I've been in 3 knife fights up in Cleveland when I was younger, and I did get cut up a little bit, my arms and my chest. I got a couple of scars, but I left the guy face down with a knife sticking in his ass because it was their knife. They pulled a knife on me. I gave them their knife back. I plunged it just as hard as I could in their asses. I went home the one day, told my mom. She called the guy in the back. He was an auxiliary police officer for Cleveland Police. He called it in. We went back up there. All we seen was a trail of blood. Then the trail of blood ended. But that dude, I had that knife way in his ass. Well, I taught the guys, you pull a knife on me, I'm going to give you your knife back. Like The Exorcist, yeah. Do a Linda Blair. I'll never forget that guy. I beat the shit out coming across the schoolyard. He robbed my mom, tried to. My dog tore him a new ass. I had a Malamute Husky. Yes. I thought it was nice of me. That last guy cut me pretty bad on the arm. I didn't need stitches, but it was long. You could barely see the scar here. Yeah, my dog was ripping this guy a new ass. He had my mom's purse in his hand, and yeah, I was smashing his face into the concrete, kicking him and all. Went to the house. The 3 guys got up. I mean, my mom kicked the one guy right square in the balls, and I finished him off. And then the other guy, and Wolf, my Siberian Husky, or not Siberian, Malamute, grabbed the other guy, was whipping his ass. Take it to Mama. She's laying down. Okay, here, dude. Hey, dude. You've never put up the proof about me. You say you've proved a proof. Trust and believe. But you can't put up the proof because you have no proof. You're no sheriff, you're deputy dog. Look it up, moron. You're a buffoon, sheriff. Or the dude who says he's a sheriff. Oh, why'd you retract your message? It's up there for everybody to see. I don't need jack shit. You're blocked. Let's see. Fat Chubbard, you're blocked. Yeah, call your mama. Call your mama. She got a chip between her legs. See that hairy little beast? Smells like a fucking chip, too. You chump. Oh, I speak the truth. Oh, you do not. You are a puppet truth speaker. You get somebody's hand up your ass, moving your mouth like a puppet, a marionette. I hope you come to 6. I'll lay your ass out. I wonder if I don't show up, will they come to my house? That's a thought. Maybe they'll come to my house. And then I can waste them all. But I don't think they have the balls to show up even at the park, so no weapons. I'm going to show up. Me, myself, and I, all by myself. All by myself. And you guys ain't going to do jack shit. I'm having a great afternoon, Sarah. Got up. That's it. Internet tough guy. They don't even have tablets or laptops or computers. They're on their little phone. I'm a tough guy. How you spell tough? T-U-F-F. Okay, guy. G-A-Y. Oh, well, close enough. You ain't gonna do nothing to me. You ain't gonna... Reading the words that are coming out of my mouth. You ain't and can't do nothing to me. You understand me, moron? Deputy dog? Deputy dog? You can't do jack shit to me. Jesus Christ. Nothing but morons. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Sarah. I'm sorry, but...
Come on and play.
We got soda cans.
And spoons and forks and knives.
Hello, Craig. I'm tired of all these threats. It is Troll Central. You want one? Sheriff Hub of the Fourth Reich. Really? You know that ain't, he wouldn't know about the Fourth Reich. He wouldn't know nothing about World War II or nothing. So you know it ain't him. All they're doing is coming in there, showing how ignorant and stupid they are. I mean, They want to call me names. I've been called better names by better people. But they think they scare somebody. They don't. And he could probably spell better. Yo, Mr. Whistle. Toot toot. Yeah, like I said, he could probably spell better. You know, and these guys are just clout chasers. Okay, I'm nobody. I got what 2,290. I think it's 4 or 5 subs. I don't have that many, and they're trying to build their channels off of a nobody, which I am. I'm a nobody. I'm nobody famous. I don't have millions of viewers. You know, I got a handful. Look at this moron. Yeah, you try to get closer, you get a bullet in the brain. You know what I mean? And go tell your sheriff's department that you came in here, as you can see, you threatened my daughter. I have every right to defend her. Fuck you, YouTube, if you want to demonetize or take this video down. But I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Somebody's going to lay a hand on my daughter. Trust and believe that, bitch. I mean, you're calling my daughter a chimp. She ain't dark as your nephew. Come on. Who got a chimp living in their house? Not me, you. You want to get racist, bitch? Let's do it. You wanna be? You know, a tripod, jump back over the fence. Huckleberry. Tripod. Yeah, and she's still talking about the shit from 2 years ago. The same exact bullcrap she was talking about 2 years ago. She's still running her mouth about it. And I go over there and it's like, oh my God, she's still bitching about that. Okay, my subs are 22,940. And like I said, I'm a nobody when it comes to YouTube. I don't think it is, but in case it is, it might not be, then again it might be. I don't know. I mean, she's been known to do shit like that, and she said, I wasn't there. That was a troll. Yeah. And she's another clout chaser. She'll start shit with people, and you know, she got more subs than me, but yet clout chasers, that's what they are. Clout chasers. They will not go far. Boy, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, I'll tell you what. Little cloudy, 73, 74 degrees. Little wind. Little high humidity, not too high. Here in beautiful Midwest Ohio, home of the wild child, Papa Grizz.
You are weird.
Yes, Viral Guy. That's another rebagger too. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but she's still on. Okay, she's still making appearances. You know, my wife would die. I'd probably never come back on. I don't know, maybe, but it'd be a while, a few weeks, maybe a month. Yeah, man. Today's the 30th of July. Tomorrow is the last day of July. Oh my God. Yeah, like I said, I just looked at it when I started about 1 o'clock, and yeah, 74. Beautiful day out there. This month went really quick. Like I was saying earlier, I used to go out every day, and anymore, the heat. It's probably my age, okay? Or it might be even the change in medicines and whatever they do. You know, I just can't take the heat anymore. It just kills me. And your mom's a moron too, right? I know. But I thought it was hilarious. She was telling everybody about me losing my legs. Oh, Papa Grizz is at the hospital. He lost a leg. And then in real life, she did have to have a leg amputated, which I feel bad for her. But hey, karma, baby. That's like Ed. I used to wear oxygen both to 24/7. Well, 2 years ago when I was in rehab, they took me off oxygen 24/7. I just wear it at night through my BiPAP. Well, right after that, shortly after that, Hub, the man who used to always put the fake nose hose in and wearing it, he's contracted type 1 COPD. Karma. Okay, so that's why I ain't going after anybody anymore, because karma's real. It's out there. Okay. Well, I hope you have a wonderful time this weekend. And I hope your mom has a wonderful time. And tell her the Big Papa said happy birthday and many more. Right, great one. But it to me, I gotta believe it, karma. Okay, Ed made like 3, 4 videos wearing a hose. Oh, this is Papa Grizz. Well, then they take me off, put him on. So then, after I had the surgery and all my leg and the rehab, I took a little bit of time off, spent with the family here and there. Well, every time I take off, Tita Dadridge would say, "Oh, Papa had a leg cut off. Papa had, I've had like 50 legs cut off, and then all of a sudden, she has to get one amputated. And I'm thinking in my head, oh my God, this is a lady who kept saying my leg was being cut off and it happened to her. So, karma, baby. Well, he sent me some pictures. You know, your sweetie, Papa. Your Papa's sweetie. Your part-time daddy. I'm old enough to be your dad. I'm too old to be your dad. More or less your grandpa. Uh, wow. Well, yay. You're going to have one humdinger of a party. Yeah, I hope you have a great time out there. You've had a lot of shit going on in your life, and, you know, I know it's your mom's birthday, but you need to have a good time. Right. I mean, I got family members who are the same way. I don't like them, but I tolerate them just for other family members. You have a good time. I mean, you don't have to associate with them. You know, the dude's a dick. Just take your fish pole, go down the lake, you know, kick back, have an iced tea or a soda, and kick back and get some pretty fish and send me the pictures. Yeah. What? I'm not making fun of your condition, moron. I'm just saying, karma sucker punched you. You used to make the videos about me wearing a catalyst on my face, a nose hose, and the doctor, it's so funny. The doctor took me off and put you on one. That's called karma kicking you in the teeth. Have a nice day, bitch boy. Oh, there you go. You got the best of all worlds. Popcorn and a scary movie. Ah, there goes popcorn. There you go. Yeah, I hope you do have a great time. I hope your mom has a great time. Never met the woman, never spoken to her, but I hope she has a great time. I hope this weekend is fabulous for you. Yeah, I'm supposed to go up north tomorrow, but I ain't gonna make it. Um, for one reason or the other. I really wanted to go, but yeah. Well, damn, Sarah, I got a king size bed. Uh, yeah, Psycho with Norman Bates. How you doing, Big Blue? Well, one fight's enough. I'm an old man and I get tired. So, the 7th. Why don't you show up on the 6th so that way I can kick all you guys' asses at the same time? You know what I mean? My schedule's full the 7th. I gotta lay in bed and pick my ass. Wow. There's a spark in there. Yeah, the bear, could you go get my lighter gasoline? My lighter fluid. Oh my God, all these people, they want to beat my ass. I'm going to have my ass so black and blue by these guys. Over there, in the back. In the back, next to the lotion, the fluid. Blue can, dark blue. There you go, bub. You
It's black.
Oh, it's black? Okay. Hey, Crocack. You don't drive. How you gonna get to Sydney? The boys are coming on the 6th, okay? You better start walking now if you're gonna make it from Akron to Sydney within a month. God dang, I got all these people want to beat my ass. Am I that terrible? I must be an evil person. I don't know. They're gonna beat my ass. That dude would have to walk all the way from Akron because he's too damn ugly. Nobody's gonna pick him up. He tried riding the bus, Greyhound, and they wouldn't let him on. Cheesy burgers. Cheesy burger, cheesy burger, cheesy burger. Mama making homemade cheeseburgers. Yeah, I had leftovers for breakfast, Chinese. I had basically, 15 pieces of shrimp. I know, and if like I said, Craig, if the vaccine works, a month or two once you've had both shots, why do you still have to wear the mask? It's just, I don't know. I love burgers too. Me. The only bad thing now, I'm trying to watch my diabetes a little bit more, and yeah, I had an egg roll. One egg roll ain't gonna hurt me. And the shrimp that I had this morning was from my dinner last night, and it wasn't breaded or nothing, so, I'm trying to be a good boy. My cheeseburgers will have cheese on them, but no bun. because of the carbs in the bun. I mean, I've gotten my insulin up to 40 units a night before I go to bed. That's sort of high, I think. Oh, you're darn live. Okay, cool. I used to go up to I was dating a girl in Corey, Pennsylvania back in 82, 83. Used to drive up there every weekend. About 15, 20 miles. It was below Erie. Yeah, about 15 miles over the border I had to go. Corey, Pennsylvania. Very sweet lady. Her mom thought I was deranged or stuff. Oh, and she had a little boy, and her mom, oh, he's going to take you back to Ohio. He's going to kill you, and I think his name was Timmy. Yeah, he's going to kill you and Timmy, and oh, I'll never see you again. So, it ruined a good thing. She was a very kind lady, and her dad, my car broke down over there the one weekend I went up to see him. He handed me the keys to his new Cadillac, told me, yeah, I'll get yours fixed. Here, use mine. I go, what? He goes, yeah, take it home with you. And I'm what? 27, 28? Yeah, he gave me the keys to a brand new Cadillac. That week I had his damn car, I didn't hardly sleep because I kept looking out the window because the neighborhood I lived in was kind of rough. Yeah, we got it fixed here about a little over a week ago. He came out, put the part in. Yeah, it's working. It's full. And I took it back up to him and I filled it up and I washed it. By the time I got up there, I had to run through a car wash and yeah. Yeah, I was scared to death having this car. But he got mine fixed, and I asked him for the bill. He said, don't worry about it. And, huh? Yeah, my transmission was totally shot from what I heard. But he was a very kind guy. I left, at the time, $400 with his daughter. I said, make sure your dad gets that. I says, if he'd tell me how much exactly, I'd give it to him and for the use of his car. But, yeah, very nice lady. We were like I said, I dated her for close to 2 years, and we were making plans to get hitched, and, we were making plans to take, her son up to Pennsylvania to see his dad. He had visiting rights. And that's like the woman I did marry. She had 4 kids. I told her, I don't want to be your kid's dad. I want to be their guidance and teach them right from wrong, They have dads. If they didn't have dads, I'd be more than happy to adopt them. But, yeah. And that's the way I am. Well, he probably won't see me. You better send me pictures of the fish and the good time you're having. Just let me know you're having a good time. That's all I ask. Because I'll worry about you in the woods. Those serial killers hide out there. You got Jason and all them out there. You're going to be in a cabin. Jason, he likes cabins. Love you. Be good. Trying to scare her. Oh my God. Oh, I should have told her, don't run upstairs if there's a knocking at the door. Go out the back one and run like hell. There you go, baby. Aim for the head. Cut that son bitch off and he won't be chasing you. Nah. Yeah, but Pennsylvania, I used to go up to Pontoon Lake on the Pennsylvania side I fished. The Ohio side I fished. You know, my friend used to take his boat up there, or I had to go over on the Pennsylvania side and rent a boat. And yeah. And my friend Nick, his sister lived in Erie, and I used to go up there with her, or with him quite a bit to see her. You know, and that's like I said, there's good people around the country, and it's a shame. Some people are the way they are. Like today, how many trolls have come in here and threatened to pound my ass and, you know, kick the shit out of my family, and, you know, they ain't gonna do jack shit. I hunted close for 30 years. I know how to use a weapon. I mean, fishing pole. I've fished since I was a little nipper. I know I could whack you with the fishing pole and hurt you worse than I could with a gun, probably. Because as kids, we used to get out there with fishing poles, those string or hooks or nothing on them, and like sword fight. You get hit with one of those son of bitches sting. And they could draw blood. Ooh, she's out in the woods. She might encounter... Okay. I guess my stream ended a little bit there. Almost 2:15. Feel my lighter and the wick's too wet. You ever have a wet wick? You got blowing a little bit right off. I miss camping. Oh, next year I want to do something. I don't know if we'll be able to do it. All these toes whooping my ass, one of them might just kill me. I'm still not getting the shot, Craig. You know, people who have gotten the shot, those are the ones who really want them. You know, quit. You know, that's like what, this past week, that one car insurance company kept calling me and bugging me. You know, I'm tired of seeing these commercials on TV about, I'll get you shot. Duck pill. People who wants a shot probably have already gotten them. Maybe a few who wants it haven't gotten them yet, but it ain't. Now, if it was a few thousand, yeah, I might consider it. But then again, is my life worth a couple $1,000s? No. Uh, I think this is all a plan to take over the United States. I'm not going to say Democrats because there could be some Republicans involved too. Yeah. Look what they've done to the economy. But the economy's slowly coming back. So they're wanting to really destroy it. So now they've come up with the Delta virus and all this shit. And yeah, they want to scare you even more. I don't scare. Okay? I'm not getting a shot. I'm not wearing a mask. You know. Yeah, it causes blood clots in a lot of people. Yeah. Mama Grizz has a problem with blood clots already. She don't need more blood clots. Plus, the damn thing doesn't work because people who've gotten a shot 6-7 months ago are coming down with COVID. There's some people who had it, as soon as it was available to them, okay? And they're still catching the COVID. Why? Oh, wait a minute. It don't work. My opinion is it does not work. Oh, come on. Thousands upon thousands of people have still come down with it. COVID, cootie for adults. Right. Well, see, Jesus and religion is something they made to keep people in line, okay? The shot doesn't prevent COVID. It gives you COVID. Well, some people, hey, I've seen a few videos and it freaked me out. They stick that and then they inject them. As soon as they pull the needle out, they passed out dead. It wasn't caused by the shot. Yeah, these people are good used car salesmen. I was on driven by little old granny to and from church on Sunday. Yeah. They don't know the side effects of the shot too early. They won't know this for like 5-6 years. People are still catching it who's been vaccinated. There's a hell of a lot. Right. Well, they boost the statistics. The statistics on how many people have died. And this was put up by the CDC and the World Health well, not the World Health Organization, but the CDC said it's 60% less than what the actual figure is. 60% less. So that means the Hong Kong flu and the other flu back in 56 and 68 was worse than this damn thing. And we didn't have social distancing. We didn't have, the shutdowns and all these stupid ass mandates. I think it's like anything, I think I had it, so more or less, I feel I'm immune to it. I might not be. I might be entirely wrong, but it's a money thing. My wife had to get, at the nursing home she was working at. Yes, she was working at the nursing home. And at one point she had to get it every day, the test. Well, they would charge her insurance a fee every time that they checked her. Here, this past year or past like 6 months, it's been like twice a week, and they charge the insurance a maintenance fee or something like that, and it's like a couple $100 each time she has it checked. They asked her if she wanted it. She was the only person in Fairhaven Nursing Home not to get the shot. Here's the thing. She's the only person in Fairhaven Nursing Home that didn't get the COVID. So let's see. She didn't have the shot and she didn't get it. Everybody else had the shot and they caught it. Something's funny somewhere. But to this date, everybody at Fairhaven, the workers, nurses, and office workers, every one of them basically got the shot. I think my wife and two others didn't. But my wife never caught it. And she was around everybody all the time. The other two that didn't get the shot, they had it earlier, so yeah, of course, they didn't get the shot again. But that tells me something. Something's going on somewhere. Ain't right. Ain't right. Like I said, the only family member in my household that had COVID, they said Hannah had it because she lost her taste. She acted normal, no high fevers, no nothing. None of the rest of us caught it. Maybe we caught it and had it and didn't know it. That was about 6 months after I think I had it. I thought I had it from December, day after Christmas, December 26th of 19 through about midway to the end of February of last year. And then Hannah caught it. This past year it was, Sure. I put up this one thing. It was a silly little comic about AOC. I received a day where Facebook took it down because it said it was fact checked and it was not real. It was a comic. You can't take a fucking joke. It wasn't that bad even. That's the thing. I put up these little comics and shit, and it wasn't protests and nothing. And they take them down. Fact check. Oh, it was not allowed. Fact check. There's a lot of doctors that are on Facebook. And I went around and I looked for them, okay? about doctors talk about COVID, and a lot of them says it could be prevented. It's not as serious as they're saying. Masks don't do no good, and these are regular, MDs. Yeah, we're not even through a year with Biden. Look at what he's done to the country. And that's the thing. You're going to allow these illegal immigrants to come over into the U.S. But before you place them into a city, give them the fucking vaccine. All these places where you see these spikes of COVID go back up are the places that they have delivered these illegal aliens to live. Put one and one together and you're going to get two. You're not going to get 47 or 63 or whatever. You're going to get two. Look at what you're doing to this country. And you want to bitch. Oh, it's the Americans causing it. I seen a video yesterday. I forget the dude's name who put it out, but down along the border, people living in Texas and Arizona, down along the border, they're heavily armed, the citizens of the United States, because these fuckers are coming over, stealing stuff, raping women, killing people, and they're heavily armed to keep, protect their family. Yeah. And how do I know when Fauci got the shot? Was that the shot or was that just saline solution? Same go with Biden. When he in AOC and Kamala Harris and Chuck Warren and all these fuckers, they did the shots. Was it the real shot or was it saline solution? You be the judge. And then here it is, what? Over 6 months into his presidency, he still wears a mask half the time. And Kamala, and it was fun, that one video, Kamala and her husband both had a mask on. She was getting on a helicopter or something. They kissed. Didn't take down the mask, but they kissed. You talk about the doctors who was working on these viruses in the lab. Yeah. Quite a few of them's disappeared. Who knows where they're at? My hair dry yet? Yeah, it's dry. Now for the final touches. Yeah, look how fluffy, nice and clean, no grease in it whatsoever. Woo! Yeah, it's a hoax. My feeling, my beliefs, my opinion, and it's only my opinion, it's all a hoax. They let people, murderers, out of prison because, we got too many, they might catch COVID. Well, they're murderers. If they catch COVID and they die, oh well, they killed innocent people. You don't free them to kill more. Shit, this one story, the dude that had 23 felonies. Okay, he shot somebody. Rather than keep him in jail as a flight risk and all, they put a monitor on him. He broke the monitor loose and killed a couple more. And he went back to jail, and they did the exact same thing. Why? Throw his ass in jail. That's the trouble. It ain't the police. The police are catching him and putting him in jail. Washington, D.C. police chief was talking about this the other day. I watched the YouTube video of his conference. It's your prosecutors releasing them. Oh, well, it's overcrowded. They might get COVID, and that's humane. So we're going to let a murderer out. Even though he killed 152,398 people, he promised not to do anymore, Yeah, it's all politics. This virus, what they call COVID, which is the word for flu. Okay. I gave my opinion on that. The first video was the building blowing up by itself. Then they took it down, and about 10-15 minutes later, when they put it back up, there was a plane going into the bed. Now, you got to remember, too, these planes are made out of aluminum. These buildings have these big-ass, steel I-beams in them, which would cut through. Those wings should have folded. But that plane went straight in with the wings out, went into the building, and disappeared. And then all you see is a little hole where the plane went in. You don't see no lines where the wings went in. That's the same thing with the Pentagon. To crash a plane where it crashed, okay. Remember seeing the Pentagon? One round hole. Where are the holes that the wings cause? Sure, that's it. Bunch of warmongers. Gotta get that oil. Well, hey, Trump had us almost fuel sufficient, just oil we had here. What did Biden do when he got in? He stopped that Northern Atlantic pipeline thingy, whatever, up to Canada and all. We'd have been fuel sufficient. We would not have to rely on Alibaba for petroleum. I know. Why were the beams at the one tower? The beams at the one tower downstairs was cut like up on an angle, like up that way, When they went in through the rubble, nobody cut the beams, but the beams was cut on an angle. Why was that? I mean, and these are huge, maybe 4 foot squared I-beams. Why were they cut? But people don't want to question that. Where are the engines? The engines were made out of steel. Oh, they burn up. They disintegrated in the heat. No, you'd have a big pile of metal. There's no engines. I mean, every little bit or piece of an engine, unrecognizable, would have disintegrated or melted. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. I've worked with steel. I was a steel worker, man. I heated up steel. You know how hot you gotta get that shit? when it went into the building, the engines are out on the wings, okay? You got two on each side. When it hit the building, those engines should have, not one engine fell off. But it's funny, the hole in the building was like a circular motion, like a bomb blast. And there was no lines where the wings should have been. You know, the wings protrude out quite a ways. Yeah, and why was the blast going out? That blew out, so yeah. And the gas was in the wings, so if the wings hit, all that gas would have leaked down the side of the building, and there would have been fire all the way down the side of the building. Right? Am I not right? They store all the gasoline in the wings, okay? When the wings would hit the building, wouldn't they punctured and the gas would have flowed down the side of the building and it would have been on fire? Sure. I've seen that. And my God, I mean, when the second building was hit, that plane was so big and huge. I mean, it looked bigger than the building, and those were big ass buildings. And at one point, far away, it looked huge, and as it got closer to the building, you figure, okay, something's far off. It should get bigger as it gets closer. This damn plane was huge, far away, and as it got closer to the building, it got smaller. No, 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 no. If you know anything about distance, or you play baseball, you see the ball at first, it's small, then it gets bigger as it gets closer to you. Yeah, or a car coming down the road. You stand by the side of the road, see a car far off, it's small, and as it gets closer to you, it gets bigger. Well, these planes were huge. The second building hit, the plane was huge, and then it got smaller as it went, and then when it exploded, it blew out. The explosion would have been inward, not... And like I said, the fuel is in the wings. When the plane hits the building, now you have aluminum. Steel will cut through aluminum. Wood will. On the ground, they had airplanes on the ground, testing sites where they go through 2 telephone posts. And telephone pole would shear off the wings, okay? Now we're talking about 4-foot square steel beams. It should have sheared off those wings. The engine should have dropped down. The fuse should have went down the side of the building and caught fire. No, the fire came out a little hole, not down the building. I mean, people says, that's just your conspiracy theory, dude. No. I'm talking fact. All the holes I seen in the trade centers, the Pentagon, the crash. Okay, remember the plane that crashed, nosedive in Pennsylvania, right? Go back and look at the pictures. There's a round hole there where supposedly it crashed. There's no lines for the wings. They must have fell off and disintegrated in the air before it crashed. Sure. But think about it. You've seen them fill airplanes. You've seen movies on them. The airplane stores in the wings, okay, the gasoline. If they would have hit the building, a lot of that gas would have went down the side of the building because you're hitting steel with aluminum. The aluminum's going to give out. The tanks are going to rupture. The gas is going to go down the side of the building. The flame should have been tremendous going down the side of the building. But there wasn't. Everybody go, oh, I was in New York when that happened. Or I had a brother or cousin there. And you're full of shit, Papa. Well, fact is fact. Bullshit is bullshit. I sat right there and I watched it. Then when they showed within an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours tops, they had all the wreckage removed from the Pentagon. To cut up a big, like 747 jet airliner, you know how long it would take them to remove it? Yeah. Longer than a couple hours. 8 hours to a day or 2 days. Because don't you have to take it apart, gingerly to understand what went on? You have to leave the people remains lay there until you could get a coroner there. Yeah, I don't see it. It's all, well, there was a word my dad used to use back in the day when I was growing up. Oh yeah, it's called bullshit. Okay, this is like your wing with gas in it. This is my Zippo lighter fluid. Here's the building, a steel pole. This is made out of aluminum. This is going to hit it. All the gas inside. Some might go in the building. A lot of it's going to fall down. Side of the building is going to catch fire. Here's the thing. If you don't believe what the government tells you, it's a conspiracy theory. I used to watch the show Conspiracy Theory with Jesse, Governor Jesse, And even before then, I used to think about shit in my mind. Play it over and over. And like I said, the wings, okay, you've had, 2 planes hit, 4 wings. None of the gas flowed down the sides of the building and caught it on fire? One maybe, 1 wing maybe. 2 wings, a little bit doubtful. 3 wings, you're pulling my yin yang. 4 wings, hitting the side of a building, not 1 drop of gas went down the side of the building and caught it on fire going down. Bullshit. I built model planes and all. Yeah, it's not the same thing, but I've studied aviation when I was younger because, like I said, I was into model planes and stuff. I read about a lot of planes. They're aluminum. I had a chance to go out to Boeing and work. I didn't. I wish I would have. Then I'd known more and I could have said more. That's just like that, terrorists there in Vegas shooting on those people. And everybody, oh, I had family there, or I was there. Oh, it was real. You've never been around guns. You don't know how a gun sounds. That was sucking air. That was a pink gun. That sound. And it's funny, there's people still up dancing around while these other people are hitting the ground. Oh, and here's another thing there about the Vegas shooting. You see them taking people out on stretchers. These white sheets over them. Did you see any white sheets with blood on it? No, I didn't. Supposedly this guy snuck, 152 guns up into his room? Yeah, he was up there for like a week. They never cleaned his room or nothing. Nah, nobody seen no guns. I mean, come on. How stupid do you think the American people are? That's just like the great JFK assassination. That shot is impossible. They took some of the best snipers the military had trying to make that shot with that gun, that kind of gun, and it's almost impossible. You'd have to be pretty damn lucky to hit somebody from that distance. That was another conspiracy. Yeah, Roswell. A spaceship crash. Come on, there was too many eyewitnesses that said it was, and the Men in Black went around told them, say, well, we don't know if, you were lying and all this shit. They are. Hi, Bobby Cakes. How you doing?
Amazing.
Did you fart?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm sorry.
You bored?
Yeah.
Why don't you take the broom, climb up on the roof, and sweep it off?
You're annoying.
She give me a look like you're stupid, Daddy.
It's true.
It's dang true. We getting cookies. Mama says she bought some cookies.
Oh, yeah, she did.
I'm hungry. I'll cut way back on the little bit that I do eat.
What time you got up?
I got up about 9:30.
Ooh. Yeah, we got peanut butter, sandwich cookies.
What the black and white ones?
Deluxe.
Yeah. Go get me a big bag. Cookies.
And not Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster want cookie. I don't know. I think some of them are real UFOs. Other ones I think are... that one in Roswell, there's too much shit. Too many stories that are the same. Yeah, a lot of bullshit there too. But like the coroner and somebody else talked about the wanting children's coffins and all this. Oh, it was a weather balloon. I think there's aliens walking among us now. Smart butt. Now you messed up my hair. You're such a booger. Can't get him out. I want cookie.
You sound like a Cookie Monster.
I am a cookie monster.
Have you turbos?
Yeah, I am.
This is fun mushroom music. Now I can't open.
Give me the bag. Yeah, if summertime, if you don't put cookies in a Ziploc, they get, once you open them, they get real moist and yucky. But I really do think aliens do walk among us. lizard people. I don't know about that. Like in California, they're saying down the sewer system, there's lizard people. Yeah. They smell good, but they're just demons. Well, that's your belief. I mean, that and $1 will get you a cup of coffee, okay? As long as you don't go to Starbucks with it, too. You want a couple? Take a couple, close it up, throw it away. And you're one of these holier than thou Christians, okay? Well, I believe in a higher being, yes. Is it a God? I don't know. You got to remember, how were the pyramids made? It's virtually impossible, even with the technology we got today, to make a pyramid. Or let's say from the 60s, okay? Now maybe they could do it. But how in the hell did they make it in, 14, 15, 1600s? Give me another soda too, please. They're saying they rode them up on tree trunks, rode them. They didn't have a rope strong enough for one, even if with a massive, amount of ropes. Very true. But the religion, I've studied religion in high school. I had a couple courses in college. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? But wasn't Satan a fallen angel? But you don't believe in spaceships. Yeah, they found cave dwellings with pictures of spaceships. Um, there's pieces of artwork, famous artworks from the Civil War and other era before then that showed spaceships in them. They didn't have the goods to make a spaceship back then. I do think it's aliens were being visited by people from another planet. Maybe not in this solar system. Maybe that's what wormholes are, transports to another galaxy. We don't know. We probably never going to know. Not in my lifetime, any. Yeah, supposedly contacted. It's like ghosts. People say, "Oh, there's no such thing as ghosts." I've seen shit move. I've seen shit move on command. Um, I've seen shadows. Nobody's at home here, or, one time, and like when they all went up for the baby shower up at Akron, just me, and Bear was in the house. Bear was laying beside me on the couch. I seen somebody going across the hallway. So you got to kind of tend to think that, yeah, there's something going on. I read about them. Okay, they're not no big deal. They didn't have microchips and shit like that. Even back in the '60s, even if they had all this old technology, and they wanted to keep it hidden, back in the '60s, a computer would fill up my house with all the components because they didn't have all the little, you know, transistor microdials and shit. Yeah, and now look at it. That computer that would fill my house in the 50s and 60s is now in this little case. I do think of a UFO crash. You know, remember after 47, 50s, technology sort of just boomed. And I think it was reverse technology. They took shit from that spaceship and they took it apart to see how it worked. And that, optic fibers, shit like that. Fiber optics. Excuse me. I've seen a lot of military ones where they videotape a damn UFO going to the water one place and then up the creek about a mile or two, you see it take off out of the water. Whether it was the same one, I don't know. I say about 60% of these UFO sightings are fake. Then I'd say about another 5 to 10% might be military, aircraft. At least about 30% that could be real. Like I said, I've been outside out west where there's those city lights and the things in the sky, the way they move. You know, a lot of people say, oh, they're asteroids. They don't turn like that. Or they don't stop and then shoot back the other way. I mean, come to a dead halt, maybe split 3 or 4 times, and then they all go a different way, you know, than what the first one was traveling. That's not an asteroid. I'm sorry. Will one day we know? I don't know. That was a good movie, Chris. Flight Navigator, yeah. You know, I remember back in the 60s, early 70s, some in the 80s, you know, these cow mutilations, you know, they were cut open by lasers. I mean, it could have been the government experimenting with lasers. Which I think is odd because in high school, that'd be 73 and 74 it was, we made a laser in high school. The class did. But I don't know what the hell's going on. It might be aliens, it might be the government, it might just be a bunch of whacked out people out there doing it. I don't know. I like crazy shit, talking about it. But it makes you want to think, especially the 9/11 crash. Hey, give me no box. You know, like I said, the wings went in, the fuel, jet fuel should have went down the side of the buildings, and it should have caught the side of the buildings on fire, which it didn't. You know, like I said, that's aluminum hitting steel beams. Makes you wonder. I know what I've seen. People try to say other shit. I've talked to people who've seen the same thing, the side of the building blow up, and then like 15 minutes later, they showed the same exact video, and it has an airplane coming in and hitting the side of the building. Wait a minute. Before just the building blew out. Not much, Michael. I think a lot of this shit is inside jobs. You know, you have all of these government, you got the CIA, FBI, you know, Interpol kind of shit, and all these, you know, different agencies, and they don't report to one person. There should be one person. They're all doing their own little thing, and who knows what they're doing. And they don't trust one another either. Wow. But a lot of this shit, yeah, I understand with the aliens because there would have been mass hysteria if they would have came out and said, yeah, it was a UFO. I mean, I tend to believe that most of the people would have been fine with it and just been cautious, but then there would have been a few 100,000 mass hysteria. I don't know. It ain't like the flight path was close enough by. There's always that close to the Capitol and all that there. There's always a squadron. And even after it hit, you didn't see no F-15s or, F-16s fly by, checking it out to see if there's more. Like I said, that hole in Pennsylvania ain't even big enough for a fucking plane if it came down nose first, like what they said. They said a nosedive. It ain't big enough. And the wings should have just folded and cut into the ground. There's no, yeah. Go back and look at the pictures. They still have the pictures up every which way. The hole in the damn side in the, World Trade Center. Where did the wings go? They went into the damn building, but there was no cuts. The buildings were still solid. They disappeared. Oh my God, they disappeared. Yayas. To me, too many things. Like I said, the fuels kept in the wings. They hit, those aluminum wings hit steel. They're going to rupture the tanks. Gas would have flowed all the way down to the downstairs of the building since they were just taking off. And the whole side of the building would have been on fire. But it wasn't. Why were the beams in those buildings, in the basement, cut on an angle? I don't know. They wanted them to collapse. This had to be an inside job. Couldn't find the engines of those jets. You got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 fucking big steel engines. And they couldn't even find a trace of one. Oh, they all burn up. No, you'd have a big pile of metal where they were. To me, I think it's a conspiracy theory. Not on my part, but on the government's part. I'm sorry, but you gotta sit down, think long and hard, watch the video like I did over and over and over. Where did the fucking wings go? Answer me that question. Oh, they folded up and went to the little hole. Where did the gasoline go? Because those tanks, once they folded up, the lines would have broken. There would have been gasoline up and down the building. Somebody ain't telling the truth. Yeah, I've heard eyewitnesses say, oh, it was a plane. They seen it coming in and hit. Then I seen other ones, no, the building just blew up. There was an explosion, no planes whatsoever. They was watching one building, the other building blew up. But to me, the planes, as soon as it hit, the tails should have went down a little bit. Like I said, I've flown model airplanes, and I know when they hit something, how they react. And that thing went straight in. No variation up, down, sideways, or nothing. The wings, Supposedly, it doesn't show the wings folding in because you would be able to see the wings going to the side if they folded in like they said. But they don't. They just disappear. Yeah, it was like he didn't have a care in the world. Or like he knew it was going to happen. I mean, me, I'd have ended that class soon after that, and I'd have ran out, seen what the fuck was going on. He didn't. It's like, oh well. I seen that. And that's why I say it was all bullshit. And plus, you know, something blows up, it don't blow out. Both ends of the building blew out. So that means the explosion happened in the middle for it to blow out. If it happened on one side, then it blow out the other. Well, with the plane coming in and exploding, it should have blew out the other side. But it blew out both ends. What happened to the wings? Were they retractable and went back into the plane and that's why there was the explosion inside the building? No, they're not retractable wings. Did they fold up? You don't see them and in any which way come back on the back of the fuselage. Play it slowly and you will see. They disappear. They go into the building and disappear. You do not see a line where the damn, from the hole, you do not see a line where the fucking wings went through. It's all bullshit, in my opinion. Like I say, put one and one together and you're going to get two. No matter how you do it, you're going to get two. You're not going to get 77 and a half. Mama says she was at home. No, she wasn't. She was at the damn laundromat drying clothes because our dryer broke down. And I recorded it for her. And I kept playing it slow because that struck me as funny that there was just a round hole and no wings on either side of the big round hole. I looked to see if the wings floated. I looked to see if there was, fire on the outside running down from the gasoline fuel, airplane fuel. None of the above. The wings vanished as they went into the building. Are you talking about these people who said, oh, it was a terrible thing? They're on the East Coast that one school shooting. And the exact same people were at the damn shooting in Vegas. All the same people. And then another crisis, I forget what it was, but I remember seeing them 3-4 times at 3 or 4 different crises. The exact same people are there. I don't want to be by these people because it seems like where they go, disaster strikes. The exact same people. Yeah, that one school shooting there on the East Coast, I forget where it was or what it was called. But yeah, then the shooting in Vegas, the exact same people was there. I don't know who that is. Right. And I've seen the videos, and they're videos that they take from CNN and these places, and they show them and they compare them to other disasters. And some of them has been at like 3-4 disasters. These are people you don't want to hang around with because something awful is going to happen. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. It's really graphics. Well, I don't know. Yeah, who's Chris Chan? What's up, Doc? You know, everybody said, comes in here and tell me I'm a conspiracy theorist. Oh, I had a cousin or I had a brother or I was there and I seen what happened. And I say, okay, maybe I'm wrong. But in my mind, I'm really thinking, yeah, how much bullshit you go throw me? Easy as that. Because these disasters, shootings, and what have you, I look at those videos over and over. I get all the aspects, all the views of them. Yeah, that's just like that shooting in Vegas. It does that go a gun and go bang, a bang, even from a distance. Once the the bullet's fast, traveling, faster than the speed of sound, and it takes a while for the bang to get there. But it's a crack, a bang. It's not sucking air like a, I've shot a paint gun, paintball gun, and it sounded more like that. And I think that, they were having a concert and they played it on the speakers for as loud as it was also. It's funny, a lot of people's falling to the ground, okay? And there's other people still dancing around. If it was gunfire, I'm sure they know what gunfire is. I'm just wondering, like I said, I've had a few people that, used to come in quite a bit. They don't anymore. They said that they were there or they had relatives there. And yeah, it was an airplane. And I wish somebody could tell me what happened to the wings. Pentagon, what happened to the wings? And they cleaned that whole airplane up. It's a big, I don't think it was a 747. I think it was a little bit smaller. But still, to clean it up in an hour to 2 hours, and there's nothing left there. But there's no cuts where the wings should have hit. Am I a conspiracy theorist? Fuck no. I'm asking a question. These planes have wings. They're made out of aluminum. I know what airplanes are made out of. And they're hitting steel beams. What happened to the wings? Hey, so was I. Maybe you were the dude who had his hand on my butt as I was lifting the flag up. Are you that dude? After the World Trade Building, I was looking at videos to see how strong are planes, jet planes, airplanes. How strong are their wings? And it showed them going through a test site where what plane went down the runway. It wasn't even going full speed. It hit 2 telephone poles that they had planted, and it ripped the wings off. Okay. World Trade Center, it's made out of steel beams underneath the brick, which is a hell of a lot stronger than a telephone pole. They had to put the plane would have been stuck there if, the beam would have sliced the plane in half. It'd have been stuck there. I mean, it's strange. I don't know. All I'm asking, it might have happened the way the government says. I just don't think so. What happened to the wings? What happened to the engines? What happened to, I mean, two planes just taken off full of jet fuel. And that one in Pennsylvania for the crash, those died with the engines going. Okay, the wings were going to hit the ground, or it should have been a burnt spot where the wings were from all the jet fuel. They had to put the plane in park and then put it in reverse to drive it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can understand somebody hijacked it. When they say hardest part of flying a plane is takeoff and landing. Other than that, the computers drive it. Okay. I get it. It could happen. But I'm just saying, what happened to the wings? What happened to the engine? You know, why out of 4 wings, not one of them ruptured and gas flowed down the side of the building and caught on fire? That's all I'm saying. I wasn't there. I am not an eyewitness. I'm an eyewitness from watching it on TV hundreds and hundreds of times, watching it over and over, playing it in slow motion. And yeah, it just looks like the wings go into the damn building. But then there's no cut where the wings are. Like they, you know, I don't know. It's just weird to me. Not one engine hit a steel beam and got knocked back down, you know, from the Twin Towers. They all made it through perfectly, didn't hit no steel girders. Yeah! It's possible, but unlikely. And they talked to a lot of military pilots, commercial airline pilots, and they said there was no way that plane could get that low to crash into the Pentagon, because it didn't hit the damn telephone wires or nothing, which were, what, a football field, 2 football fields away. Right, like I said, the first time they showed, they said, "Oh my God, the bill." You know, I turned on the news. Well, I was watching. What was it? Regis and Kathy Lee, and they broke in and they showed, "Oh, this just happened," and all of a sudden you see the side of the building blow up. Well, then that went off, and about, I say, 10, 15, 20 minutes later, they showed the same videos, same buildings around, with an airplane coming, and I'm thinking, oh my God, they hit it once, now they're going to hit it with an airplane? But no, that was supposedly what happened. The airplane hit it. But yeah, I mean, and I'm the kind of guy, I see something happen, I'm, how did that happen? Like I said, no gasoline. Well, it's aluminum. No way it would go through completely through the, yeah. I'm sorry. And then you got all those beams, you know, dividing offices and all this here. You got all those beams, and you missed every 2 planes, and you missed every fucking beam. No tail section was sticking out. you know, strikes me as funny. So it went through bricks. Aluminum went through bricks and steel girders and yeah. Like I said, the plane was big. As it was approaching the building, it got smaller and smaller, and the reverse should have happened. It should have been real small, like, that big, and got bigger and bigger on the TV screen till it went through. But no, it was big, and then it started getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it went through. A lot of things make me wonder. I just got a mind that don't accept, you know, that's a good point, John Dodge. They didn't have. Where were the cameras already to film? Come on, man. I like to forget about this, but now you got me wondering. That's very true. There you go. I mean, you're a conspiracy theorist, John Dodge. My cousin, 3 times removed from my Uncle Jimmy Joe sister, said she was there, and it's exactly how it happened. No, it's aluminum. It's aluminum. Even the bracing is all aluminum. Right. How do we know they existed? How do we know they didn't take them out someplace and they're still being held, or they executed them? Right. The people that was worried, about the relatives, I've seen them at other, like I said, the Las Vegas shooting and other shootings. That was a Columbine. The one there on the East Coast. Yeah, they were there too. Things have been faked before, okay? We did not go to the moon. I've seen the rock capsule. They had one at Cleveland Hopkins Airport at the NASA Center there that my school did a tour, and it was metal. How did that protect them from the radiation in outer space? Because, in school we were taught about radiation in outer space, highly radioactive. Oh, really? Okay. Well, then that should have broke up and fell down to earth, going through brick and, steel. And that's like when they walked on the moon, okay? Remember the first, you might not remember it. I do. I was alive during then. You probably have seen it. But when Armstrong came out of, I think it was Neil Armstrong, came out of the capsule, who was video recording him going down the steps? They still haven't answered that one. Who recorded Neil Armstrong, his first moonwalk ever? Who was out there maybe 100 feet away, videotaping him coming down the steps? Answer me this. Did you drop a little camera probe or something down before it landed? How? I asked my teacher that after we went to see the spaceship. I go, that ain't lead. How did they survive the radiation? I can't tell you that. Yeah. Didn't you teach us that outer space was radioactive? And back in 69, they didn't have computerized. So if you're going into space with, I was into photography. Like I said, I used to develop my own pictures and all. Well, that film would have been destroyed from the radiation. Okay. Unless you have special film, and then, like for x-rays or something. But then it would really be no good, because what does an x-ray do? It imprints the gamma rays or whatever going in through your leg, and the bone stops the rays, so that's why it looks dark on an x-ray. Yeah, okay. I still want to know who was taking the pictures of Neil Armstrong's first spacewalk. He did it first, set up the camera, went back in, and then the video recorded it again. Possible. One small step for mankind, or whatever, one giant leap for Whoopi Goldberg. But there's a lot of things like that. It strikes me as weird. How could that be? I mean, my mind runs constantly with different shit like that. It used to. Anymore, don't. I say, yeah, that's bullshit. Because I've seen too much of it. I've seen John F. Kennedy shootings. I've seen 9/11. I've seen all these shootings at these schools and, Vegas. And I hear it now and bullshit. Bullshit. I don't have to investigate. It's bullshit automatically. Then they should have found pieces of nose cone at the bottom, yeah, the jet engines could have melted, but every little piece of a jet engine, they didn't find one engine out of 2, 4, 6, 8 engines. They didn't find one bit. Like I said, I don't think so. Yes, I am. I believe that's true. I think he wanted to come out a lot of truth about a lot of things, and I still say JFK, or not JFK, Lyndon Johnson, the vice president, who became president after he was... I think he has something to do with it. I really do. Because they had some of the greatest marksmen ever try to make that shot from that, tower, library, tower, office, window, whatever. And now, with that kind of gun, okay? Now, maybe another gun they could have done it, but with that kind of gun, it was an older gun. And, yeah. They couldn't, not one of them could make it, even come close. So, he was using special ammunition. And it's funny, he died as they were taking him in, Saran or whatever his name was, shot him, and yeah. because he might have told the truth. I was set up. They told me I was going to get away. Well, too bad, sucker. Some bitch dead. Do I think it was a one-man thing? No. No. When you have your best of the best military and, snipers and shit, try that shot, even with a regular, sniper gun, what they used back then, it was doable, but it wasn't a sniper rifle. It was I just had the kind of rifle it was in my head, and it popped out. But it's an impossible shot with that gun. I forget what kind of gun it was. I can't think of the gun. I had it in my head. I knew what it was. Hello, Cody. I'm doing good. But yeah, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I am somebody who look at all the facts, details. I've looked shit up. I've studied quite a bit about it. That's like the little plane that hit the Empire State Building. Well, when it hit, the ass end went up. Then that's what that jet should have done. Either went up or went down. Okay? JFK Jr. is not dead. If you looked at some of, he was a good friend of Donald Trump's, okay? And when Donald Trump was running for re-election, or for election it was, there's a video of a guy there with a full beard, and they've imposed this picture onto John F. Kennedy's Jr. picture, and it fits, and Donald Trump was sort of talking to him before and called him John John. So I've seen this picture of, John Jr. at Trump rallies, and yeah, the woman next to him looks a little bit like his wife. So, are they dead? I don't know. Do I believe Elvis is dead? No. I've seen videos people posted walk by the casket, and yeah, dead person don't sweat like that, but wax does. Oh no, I'm not going lockdown. I'm going to do what I did last year, do whatever the fuck I want, when the fuck I want to. The Grizz World Order, there you go, baby. I will be emperor of the world. I wouldn't want that job. No. Weekly World's News, yeah. I say 98% of it was fake, maybe 2% was real. Somewhat real. I don't even say the 2% was real, yeah. Yeah, I'm here to help you. You know, when a government agency says, I'm here to help you, drop your pants and bend over and grease up pretty damn good. Because they're going to soak it to your butt. Do I believe that? Yeah. Really? That's weird. Down dead. Maybe that's why she destroyed all of her, all those files. Oh no, they were wedding invitations and all this bullshit. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not the kind of guy who's going to take what the government says. I'm going to check into it. These shootings and bombings and shit. You got to watch the videos over and over and over. Slow them down, see if you see anything that doesn't look right. Hey. But I will make you happy. Uh, yeah, it makes you wonder what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? God gave me a brain. I'm going to use it. I mean, I could be wrong on a lot of shit that I've said today, but am I or am I not wrong? I don't know. I'm not trying to start conspiracy theories or whatever. Let's somebody else make a movie about that. Oh my God. I think I'm going to get off here. I'm getting tired. It's getting late. Unless Mama gets up, I gotta go get Hannah. I want to thank you all for coming. I mean, this has been an interesting chat. Like I say, I'm not trying to do conspiracy theory shit or whatever, but the good Lord gave me a brain. I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. I'm going to check shit out for myself. I'm not taking anybody's word because do I trust the government? Slightly, but not less than 90%. Okay? Thank y'all for coming in. Hit that like button if you would on the way out. Love y'all. Make the memories with your family and friends. Try and get my shit together here. So I can go back in the other room. And I'll see you when I see you. Probably about 7.